Yo, and welcome to the Big E channel. And today we're going to be doing the road to glory at my alma mater, Emerald High School. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so coach finally puts us in for the fourth quarter here. We get ready to snap, drop back, look for X. Boom, what a catch over the top of two defenders. Here we go. We starting another play, looking for a read option here. We keep it ourselves, but we get tackled behind the line. Here we go. Going to the next play, looking for something a little bit better here. We hit square for the first down. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Getting ready for another drive. We decide to keep ourselves going and get tackled at the 15-yard line. Here we go. We decide to give it to our running back this time to try to get the touchdown. He finds a hole, spin move, touchdown, Vikings. And that will conclude our first drive as an Emerald Viking quarterback as we complete the goal. And in the process, we get an offer from Purdue, UConn Huskies, and UNLV. And that is our ranking right now. Now we have the second game against Fort Mill. Ignore the LSU stadium, but here we go. We start off the game against Fort Mill, looking for an all-go scheme. Dropping back, looking for X, and we overthrow him. But here we go to the next drive, looking for some slants, looking for circle, but it pass is immediately broken up. Now we move on to the next play, drops back, number 13, looking for X, got him. He makes a move, and that is a first down. Yeah, we move on to the next play, drops back, and hits the target out of bounds. Last time I checked, you had to get it inbounds, but that's besides the point. But we move on to the next play. For R1, he gets open and unfortunately gets moved out of bounds. Looking here to get the running back involved. Psych, we're going to keep it. But unfortunately, we decided to not run up the field. Now we are looking to score, going for a read option. Decide to give it up, and the running back is tackled behind the line. When we move on to the next play, we decide to keep the ball, and unfortunately we get stopped before we pick up the fourth down, but we complete the goal and move on to the next play. So next we move on to the Alabama challenge, and I'm just going to let this clip speak for itself. Slow down, baby. And that's a Viking touchdown. What a play. Number 13. And we complete the goal. Moving on to the next challenge, end zone escape. So we start off the play all tied up in the third quarter. We decide to hit circle and arrow.
Ride like the wind, bullseye!
Run.
And that's another deep Vikings touchdown. We are on a roll, and we complete another moment in the road to glory. Here we are with the next challenge. And the Vikings are getting lined up. Snaps the ball and gets the first down. Here we go. Decide to get it to the running back this play. See what he can do with it. He breaks one tackle and gets 2nd and 9 on the next play. Decide to do a read option. Keeps the ball. Goes down the middle for just a few yards. Now facing a 3rd and 7. We're going for the slants here. Hit circle. Boom. and that's a Viking first down. We decided to run the play once again. Psych, we're going to hit the inside zone. And that's our first down for the running back. Here we decided to do slants again for some reason. Don't know what I was thinking. Psych, we changed it to all go. We hit. Bang! Oh my goodness. We overthrew him. Could have been a touchdown, but we decided to move on to the next play. Hit X. Boom, what a grab while getting pushed. And that's a first down. First and goal for the Vikings. Here we go. We snap back. Decide to roll out. Doesn't see any option. Takes it himself. And does not get the touchdown. Second and goal, about the 1 or 2. Decide to get running back. Bang. And that's a Viking touchdown to take the lead with 1:30 left in the fourth. And that will complete our final moment of the game. After hitting that, the Alabama coach decides to give us an increased scholarship bonus. Super pumped about that one. And now we decide to talk to our coach, asking us, are we ready for the homecoming game coming up? Making sure we're good. And of course we got to give them the confident answer because we are ready to go. Now our friend Alex is asking us to go to homecoming, which we will not do because we're locked in on the future. And that gives us a +5 to our deep throw accuracy. Move on to our home game, which we unfortunately lost the footage. But we pick up an offer from CSU and Liberty University. We do go down on rankings, but that's alright. We move on to our senior night game finally and ready for the last game of high school. So we go straight into gameplay here. Dropping back, hits square wide open, right in scoring territory. Here we go. We move on to the next play, lining up. And we decide to keep the ball going on the run here. Third to the wide open man for some yards. 2nd and 6 now. Just realizing what our goals are, and we're definitely not going to be completing this. So we move on to the next play. Boom, touchdown, Vikings. Completely forgot about the drive goal there, so we definitely failed that, but a touchdown is a touchdown. So we move on to our next moment, and here we're lining up, winning 13-10 in the second quarter. Decide to hit square, and that gets denied immediately. But we move on to the next play. Rolling back, hit R1 wide open. Tries to make a move, but gets tackled down. And we get a first down. We are pumped. Last game of the season. Trying to get the final stats in so we can go to the top schools in the country. So we drop back here. And we just completely read the play. Didn't let him adjust. So, you know what happens then. So we drop back to the next play. Decided to keep myself. And we do not get the first down, but we are close. 3rd and 3 here. Decide to audible into a different play. Wasn't liking what I was seeing, so I hit R1, and he makes the grab for the touchdown. That's another Viking touchdown to add to the moment, and that is complete. So we move on to the next moment, and we're currently losing by 3 with 9:22 left go in the third quarter. We drop back, and we hit circle for 9 yards. That'd be 2nd and 1, lining up for the next play. Drop back, not liking what I'm seeing, decide to take off, spin move, and that's a Viking first down. So we move on to the next play. Looking, and we have a wide open hole. We're going. Can he catch us? No, they cannot. That is the first rushing touchdown of the season for me, and what better time to do it than senior night. That is the moment complete, and we move on to our next moment, hometown hero. 3rd and 7 here, down by 6 with 1:30 left fourth quarter. We drop back, square is wide open for the play. Next play, decide to read option. We keep it ourselves, break the tackle, going, spin move, and that's 8 yards on the play. Could have been a disaster, but we avoided it. Now we go RPO, give it straight to our running back, and he breaks a few tackles for the first down. 58 seconds left on the clock. Right here, audibling out of the option play. Not really liking that. So we're looking. Nothing's open, but we're going to take off. Spin move. What a play. And that's 1st and goal with 46. Now we have 30 seconds left, Give it to the running back. Breaks the tackle, but gets denied. Less than 30 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and goal. Time ticking. Do we have a chance to score? Decide to pass. Decide to keep myself. Bang! And that's a touchdown for the Vikings. 17 seconds left with the score. And that is going to be the last play of our high school career. Whether we win the game or not, I'm not sure. An amazing game. We did pick up an offer from UNC, UMass, University of Auburn, BYU, Missouri, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Ole Miss, stacking up the offers right now, Tennessee, Michigan, Louisville, The Ohio State University, LSU, Nebraska, Penn State, USC, Indiana, Iowa, Pitt, Notre Dame, and the Oklahoma University. We finished 2nd in the state and pick up offers from Alabama, Boise State, Clemson University, Colorado, Illinois, Miami, Oregon, USC, go Gamecocks, Texas, Virginia Tech, and finally the Chanticleer.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is.
The day has come, and now it is finally signing day, and we are ready to choose what college we would be heading to. First off, I'd like to thank my family and friends, and let's get straight into it. I will spend the next 4 years at the University of South Carolina.